on 3MG extended clip. You know,
extended.
So what we said?
Man, I ain't got the dressing gown. I'm slacking today. Go on, bro.
Bro, where's the dress? Is that on the chair behind you?
Oh, it's behind.
Well, man can't do no episode with no dressing gown, fam.
I didn't even see that it was behind me. You know?
Yeah. That needs to be on.
I'm getting concerned and that the dog's thinking Luke, bro. What's going on in that room today, bro? Come on, man. Oh, this is so much better. I'm ready to talk.
Man. London.
Oh,
man's
got the clips now already. That's why I couldn't do the extended clip thing properly, bro.
Trust me. So wait, what are we saying? What is it? Episode 10. Episode 10.
All I know is whatever episode we're in, we're killing it, innit? Because, bro, let me check, because it's just flying out like bullets. And
10,
yeah, it has to be. Yeah, episode 10. Come on, man.
10, yeah. Done,
man. Double digits.
Strong. 10 more to come in the future. Many, many more.
You know what I'm saying? 10,000 hours.
10,000. That's what we're getting, bro.
Get me?
Listen, let's just talk let's get into it, yeah. You know what I mean? Obviously, season's done now, so I feel like shackles are off, innit? We can really tell the real truth and assess the season for what it was. You get me? No dressing, no salad dressing. Tell it as it is, innit? And
it's flag, man. Season's done.
To get me, the tables now is showing that we finished 8th. You know what I mean? It's not quite 10th where we pretty much were for large portions of the season, but it's 8th. That's 2 years in a row, I think, now that we finished 8th. So I want to ask you a question. What's your feeling and what's your overview on how you've seen this season?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't watch the last 2 games of the season. Why? I can't actually. I think I was just busy. I think I just had plans on those days, and then I just couldn't end up watching the games, which hardly happened at all that season. But the last 2 games, it was mad. Yeah. And when I heard that we finished 8th, because I was at studio recording the podcast, it was kind of like, 8th.
Let me stop you one sec. What's the podcast? What's it called?
LJB podcast.
Oh, that's the one. All right.
LJB podcast. You understand? And obviously recorded LJB podcast with them, and next minute I'm hearing that we finished 8th. So the blow was like, it was a bit of a softened blow. I'm not gonna lie to you. And that's what and it was like, 8th. So not 9th or 10th. That's what hit my head. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Wait, not 9th or 10th. But it was like, it's not like a terrible place in the table in terms of like a 9th or a 10th. And it's not a good place in the table. It's just another dead, nothing meaningless season. But like what happened last year, can you hear that in the background?
No, you're good.
All right, what happened last year was the FA Cup.
Right.
So that's what kind of gave us that feel-good factor to it. Whereas this season, even though we finished in the same place, it was like, why does this feel worse? But obviously, look at the season that we had, man. Yeah. It's nuts. But yeah, man, it's lifeless, man. Lifeless. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, what about you, man? How you feeling?
Fam, on my side, yeah, you know what? I kind of, you know what I mean? I already had tuned out of watching the games. I managed to catch the first half of the Brighton game the other day, but I had already tuned out. I wasn't really watching the games. I might even be available, but I just wasn't really trying to pay too much attention. Yeah. Strong if we're going to keep it real, innit?
Yeah.
I think it's just typical that I think we've won the last 5 games in a row in the league, and I just think it's typical that when there's nothing to play for and when there's no pressure, then all of a sudden these men want to put together results. But then when you end up looking back in the season, it's like, okay, well, if you would have just won one of them games or won 2 of them games that you drew, or even just got a point in a game that you lost, then obviously it would look a lot different in the table and we would have finished a lot higher up the table. And it goes to show that in the middle of the season, when it really mattered, these men didn't turn up, innit? Even to the start and in the middle, they didn't turn up. So
yeah, and I think it's just a testament to go to show like how many times in the season that we were getting slapped.
Bro, listen,
like
it really
for the length of time that we were getting slapped for. You see what I'm trying to say? It's not like, oh, we were getting slapped here, we were getting slapped. No, we were getting slapped consistently
for a good
10 in a row, like on and off.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And that's what's affected our league position. Because now when I look at eighth,
that's what's affected everything about us.
When I look at eighth, and I'm thinking, all right, cool. Well, what's the difference between eighth and fourth? It's like 7 points or something like that. And I'm like, okay, so where could we have got 9 points from, for example? What, when we played Burnley, we didn't win. When we played, no, actually, we beat Brighton. When we played Aston Villa, both times we got slapped.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's already 9 points. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And there were so many games like that where it was like, I'm watching back-to-back 0-0 draws, and you man aren't even pushing. And obviously now
they're nothing games, bro.
And they would have.
And the thing is, what was happening is because they were tricking us. Yeah, they were shifting our focus from Europa League to Premier League, Europa League to Premier League. So what was happening was it was like, fuck the Prem, focus on Europa.
Yeah.
All right, fuck Europa, focus on the Prem.
Right.
All right, fuck the Prem, focus on Europa. So that our focus was like, okay, this is good. Okay, no, this is good. No, okay, do you know what I'm trying to say? And that's why we were getting slapped in the Prem, and we were like, oh, fuck it, who cares? Prem's done.
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I'm saying? We were saying that for time, but then we were getting bare hope throughout the season. Where it's like, oh no, Prem's not fully done. Because this team is flopping, this team is flopping, this team is flopping. Oh, look, we got a 2-3 game run. We got 9, we picked up 6-9 points. Yeah. So that's kind of like how we were getting battered and keeping up. Yeah. And, you know, we were facing relegation at one point in the season. Not facing it.
You actually really think we could get relegated at one point?
No, I didn't think it, but we were chilling with them, man. Like, we were having talks. We were like, all right, if 18th and 19th lose their games, that means we'll go 4 or 5 points clear. And blood, we were talking like that.
Yeah.
But we're Arsenal, bro. And we were talking about what relegation are going to do and how it's going to affect us in the tape.
Really bad. Really, really bad.
You feel what I'm saying?
And if you deep it, yeah, the thing for me, yeah, cool, we finished 8th, yeah, and you might say, cool, 8th is better than 9th or 10th. But in my mind, in my actual mind, how I really feel we've been through this season is we've been a 10th place club, 11th maybe. Because if you deep who's finished below us now by the end, Everton finished below us, Aston Villa finished below us. Yeah, and them two were above us for the whole season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They just had a bad ending to the season. They just burnt themselves out. Yeah, they just burnt themselves out. I think that when Jack Grealish was injured for a big part of the season, and then he came back, his squad was already burnt out for him not being around for so long. You know what I'm trying to say? And Martinez could only do so much for them, bro. You understand what I'm saying? But it was a season of humbling. I think as fans, we got humbled the most this year. Yeah. Like in terms of expectation, knowing where we're at, knowing where we're going to be at in the future. Yeah. The Super League was a small ripple in the ocean to the problems that we have. Yeah. And it just goes to show, and what the Super League did show us was our owners didn't have any clear direction other than that. Yeah. And now that that's gone down the drain, they're having to scrap everything and go back to the drawing board, and it shows.
Yeah, man.
It shows, man.
Yeah. I think when the whole Super League thing obviously came onto the agenda, the Premier League was already really done for us as far as I was aware. So it just seemed like they was going to use that as a get out of jail free card, and as to kind of gloss over why things are failing in the Premier League, innit? Because we would have been able to have said, well, anyways, we're moving to the Super League, so it doesn't really matter what's happening in the Premier League, and give it 2 years, and then we're going to be getting in certified checks, and everything's going to change. But what that meant is that our current results didn't really matter as much, and it gave them a way to not have to invest in their own, well, basically get money out of their own pocket to invest in the team, innit? That's what it would have allowed them to do. So now it fell through. We're turning to them again, and we're going to be like, all right, so you either have to leave, which is what we really want, and apply pressure for you to get out the door, or you got to go and give the bank a call and pull out these numbers, because the surgery that's needed on the squad is major, man.
And this is the problem, is like, the cash injection that we need is a madness, because the hyperinflated market and the fact that you can't pick up quality players for under 50 mil anymore Yeah, which means one player could blow 60% of your budget. And if you're a struggling team like Arsenal, you need 4 or 5 man to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you going to pay 4 to 5? Sorry, how are you going to pay 4 to 5 man coming in your squad with even 200 M's budget, bro?
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't even. Fulham struggled to do that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Tottenham struggled to do that with 108 million.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, with this money, like the money you need to pump into clubs to make it work and to get the play, you need to do that Man City model, the Chelsea model.
Yeah.
Where you get them players in by hook or by crook, and then the settle-in period, oh, mate.
About getting them at the right ages, isn't it? So that if you can get higher value talent at 23 years old, for example, like Ruben Diaz, there's enough time to bed in and shine.
Yeah. Or you could do a Man U and just buy a load of bullshit, bro. Buy a load of bullshit. Like, because Man U bought a load of shit, yeah?
Yeah.
To the point now where their players had to pull themselves together. Now, when I mean a whole load of shit, I mean Man U bought a whole load of players that aren't good for them.
Right.
You know, for their system, for their style of play. They just have a bunch of random man, bro. And that's what I'm trying to say is that's what will happen with Arsenal, because the way our board is set up, the way our club is set up, I don't really see a bunch of men that know what they're really getting, bro.
All right, let me put it like this, though. I would argue that's already happened, and that's already been happening. Cool, we might not have been spending as much as them, but in terms of the players, let's say that the high-profile players we've brought in, so let's say, cool, we'll go back 4 years. Lacazette, I would even put Xhaka into it. So Lacazette, Xhaka, Aubameyang, Partey, Pepe. There's probably a couple others that I can't remember, but let's say even them, man. Like, they were high-profile signings, and they're all quality players within their own right. But when it comes to now, cool, are you now gelling these men together in order to maximize the strengths of the other players? Did you buy Partey in order to allow Aubameyang to perform better because there's going to be a thread between Partey and Aubameyang? Or are you just buying Partey because you believe he's a destroyer, and you're buying Aubameyang because his stats say he scores goals, but you're not working them into the team to bring the best out of each other? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree. I think with Arsenal, we're a little bit of Man U and we're a little bit of Chelsea. In terms of, I'll admit it, Aubameyang is here for the wrong reason.
You think so?
Yeah. Aubameyang should not really be here if we were run properly.
Okay.
Because I'm explaining. Sure. Aubameyang is the best finisher in the world when we bought him at that time. For many years, he was proving that he's one of the best finishers on the planet. Yeah. Now, we replaced him for Giroud.
Sanchez, arguably Sanchez, but yeah.
Sanchez?
You remember Sanchez went, and then when Sanchez went to Man United, that's when we bought Aubameyang. Giroud went at the same time, but Giroud wasn't starting.
Okay. So was Lacazette our Giroud replacement?
Yes, Lacazette was. Because you remember Lacazette came in and then Giroud went to the bench.
That kind of trumps my argument. Because I'm going to carry on with my argument anyway, even though I feel like it's trumped already, yeah? We brought Aubameyang in to replace Giroud, in my opinion. It's not even the same style of striker.
Yeah. So
you're replacing a wrong system already. You've already fucked up the system.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Whatever system you had in place is now it doesn't work.
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Lacazette, it made sense because he's more of the hold-up man. But then we realized when we brought Lacazette in, he's not a Giroud style of hold-up man.
Yeah.
And then what we started to realize is, as the years were going by, wait, Giroud is the best in the world at doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We took it for granted. He's the best in the world at holding the ball up and feeding other men in. The best in the world. No one else at that time was doing it as good as him at that time. Giroud even made it back into the French international team.
Yeah.
And won the World Cup because he was that good at that time. Do you understand? He wasn't the world's best striker, but the systematic player that teams were playing, Giroud was the best. Yeah? Okay, moving on. Then we start going into stuff like Willian. Yeah, that's a recent one. What is his purpose? But then again, you go to a Pepe. Pepe is exactly what we needed.
Yeah,
a tricky player. At the time, we had no creative wingers, no wingers that would want to take on players.
Yeah.
Pepe came in, did that straight away, tore Van Dijk a new arsehole, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. The best centre-back in the league that everyone was screaming the loudest at the time, Pepe came and took his soul. The whole of the back four on his first game. Yeah? We were like, that's it. He's the perfect guy we need. Boom, boom, boom. But what happened is we brought in a manager or managers that didn't fucking fit the right system to the players we had. We had an attacking team.
Yeah.
With defensive managers. Yeah. Unai Emery, defensive manager. Yeah. Arteta is proven he is a defensive manager. Yeah. Or he's pragmatic because of the team that he has. Yeah, because of the team that he has. Yeah. Lundberg, all fair's dues to him. He got thrown in the job.
He's never going to be there a long time.
Yeah, he was just trying to steady the ship.
Yeah.
So again, it was a defense. Well, he tried to make it more attacking, but our defense was shit, so it was flying straight back in the other end. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's what I'm trying to say is that we were doing a bit of both. And that's why our season does a bit of both of everything. Yeah. Our season goes a little bit, oh yeah, it's going well, it's going shit. Because at the end of the day, we can't rotate. Because once we rotate, our rotations don't even fit our system.
But this is what I mean though, because all right, cool. We keep saying system, yeah. Like, and when obviously you mentioned Giroud, and when we're talking about the Giroud days, cool, clear. It was very clear that our style of play is the midfield, it's all about the midfield, basically. Meaning that cool, Giroud, like, we get you're not going to be the prolific goal scorer who's going to score every type of goal and you're going to score. You're going to miss some sitters and you're going to do all them sort of mad things. We're understanding of that. So your game is going to be to cater to the midfield. Hold up the ball and knock it to the players who are going to run beyond you, whether that's Sanchez, whether that's Ozil, whether that's Ramsey, whether that's Walcott. That was the game. It was clear. We understood that. All right. As you said, Giroud goes now, and our style of play is supposed to change a little bit. But this is what I'm saying. The personnel that now came in, or even were there, haven't now adapted their game to play to Aubameyang, let's say, for example. Cool. Ozil. I'm going to use Ozil as an example. We can say Ozil's been declining for time, and cool, fine. I believe that. But there's no one in the world that's going to tell me, as finished as people might believe he might have been, there's no one who's going to tell me Ozil could not create chances for Aubameyang. There's no way. Usually, in a proper team, if you had Ozil as a 10 and Aubameyang up front, Ozil should be able to have enough time and poise and quality to find passes to allow Aubameyang to score. Problem is, though, is that because the system, let's say, is not set in stone and is not perfect, so it's not fluid, there's not a chain of events that basically. So, for example, when De Bruyne gets the ball, Aguero's making a run because there's a chain. When as soon as De Bruyne gets the ball, Sterling's gone, Mahrez is gone, Foden is gone, because you know you're going to receive the ball. Our style of play isn't like that. It was never a case of, cool, we're going to play to the certain strengths of certain men in order to create chances. It's a case of, we've got some individual players who are supposed to be good and supposed to be able to pass, supposed to be able to score goals. Let's put them on the pitch. And when we put them on the pitch, they should just be able to do the job. But that's not how it works. You know what I mean? You have to work on it. You have to play certain players.
But this is what I'm saying is we do that, right? But because Pep is a genius and Pep has been there for so long and Pep has pushed a DNA in that club, when our ball goes over to the left-hand side, and who's going to be on the left? Saka. Yeah. Saka? We'll say Saka, yeah?
Whoever it is on these chosen day,
whoever's on that left. They'll get the ball, look up, do a little shimmy, test the right back. Oh, the right back's quick. The right back can move laterally left and right. All right. Let me just pass it back to the right back, to the left back again. Left back will pass it back to the centre defensive bid. Give it back to the winger. Try something, you man. You man, try something. Okay, the fullback is quick. Okay, all right. Let's just keep passing the ball around. That's the difference. Is Arsenal have no personality. We have no fluidity. We don't have plan B, C, D, E, F, G. We don't have.
It's evolution, bro. It's just about.
That's what I'm saying.
And this is why I'm not going to agree with that point, because I don't believe it was Pep. Pep has just been the one who's picked up the bags and enhanced it. But before Pep was there, they had Sane, they had David Silva, they had so many other men who, give or take, were playing a similar type of way before even Pep arrived. But that's because, as you said, the DNA is in the club, it's in the players. It had already been established. But our DNA is what? Our DNA was passing football, fluid football.
Yeah. Well, it's a mixture. Our thing is a mixture between the coaches in our team are terrible. Yeah, the coaching system in our team is terrible. And the players that we buy have no bottle. So, for example, we don't have the Bruno Fernandes type of mentality guy that will go, fuck this. Yeah? Fuck this. I'm doing something else.
Yeah.
Yeah? Odegaard does that.
Yeah.
You get the ball, fuck this. Abba, where are you? Back post, swing it, off the shoulder, bang. How many times Odegaard's done that? 3 or 4 times this season? Yeah. Like, just get the ball, look up. Let me just stop this passing around thing. Oh, look, great ball into the box. Clip it in, off the, you know what I mean? Someone's on the back of it. More direct. But this is what I'm saying is, it's unfortunate we only have one guy like that. Because when you're Arsenal and the team is playing a low block, you need 4 or 5 of you, man. They need to be shook of what you're going to do.
But this is what I'm saying. This is the point I'm making, that I'm trying to stress here, is that the players are, I'm not saying they're good enough or whatever. Cool. That's another question. But the players with that instinct, what you're saying, are there. Saka does it. Pepe can do it and does do it. You just mentioned Odegaard. 3 is enough.
But the centre mids don't have it, because the man that give them the ball can't give them a ball in a way where they can do their thing. For example, like, you see Odegaard, I was just talking about Odegaard, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, for example, the man you just all explained are all wingers, bro.
Yeah.
Once the ball's in the middle of the park, it's them, man, that fuck it up.
So what? You reckon it's a centre midfield problem?
Bro, watch the game, Larry. You see it yourself, yeah? You see it, yeah? The ball goes onto the top of the D. They look up like fucking meerkats. Yeah? See nothing, dish it back to the side. Receive it again. Meerkats. What used to happen when Ozil, Sanchez, Ramsey, Jack Wilshere, Cazorla in the middle of the park?
Yeah.
That's where it's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah? Facts. Because they don't know whether they're going to play a pass, they're going to try and shoot, try and drive, dish it out to a winger. They don't know what they're going to do.
Facts. True.
Whereas in this team, Xhaka, Partey, or Smith Rowe receives the ball, it's going this way. Yeah. Fact. Yeah? It's a pass this way or this way. Fact. Yeah? Because of that, the wingers have very little options. They get the ball, they try and do the little tricks. There's only so much tricks they can do. What's going to happen? If the fullback is quick on his feet, then what? We're fucked.
All right, cool. Let me ask you this then. So then, cool. So you're basically saying the team is not there in the middle of the park. They don't take enough initiative and they're not driving enough. They're not creative enough, basically, is what we're saying.
Yeah. They're not magical enough. Yeah.
So what's the surgery that's needed then? How do we fix it? What would make you optimistic for next season?
We need, I'm gonna be real, I don't think we even need that much. We need Odegaard again, yeah, because he's proven he can do it. We can get someone else. Don't get me wrong, probably is better. Are they gonna come and do it here? We don't know. We had this conversation before. We need to start going for what we know, yeah?
Yeah.
Smith Rowe, you man need to install confidence in him this summer.
Yeah.
Rest him and work on his game. Say to him, Smith Rowe, Emil, I'm now taking the shackles off of you.
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you mean, coach? You know what I mean, Emil. Go and do what you do in the cage. Yeah?
Yeah.
Get the ball, run up to Saka. You man do your 1-2 banter thing. Get the ball. If you see the goal, fucking shoot. Yeah? Or go past man. As soon as he's told that, all of a sudden, every time Emil Smith Rowe's shooting, there's Welly behind it.
Right.
Because it's like he knows he's allowed to shoot, so he's gonna fucking go for it. Right. Yeah? Or he's gonna try. Emil Smith Rowe is an expressive player that doesn't express himself much. Why? Confidence.
Right.
Confidence. You have to be confident to express yourself like that. You have to be, especially when you're young like that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So that's two man. That's center attacking mids. If you sort the man out that we already got here, yeah, we're sweet.
All right.
Now, okay. Now,
go on.
It's who's behind them.
Right.
The pivot.
Right. Talk it then.
Receive the ball off the centre backs. It's what these men do with the ball that dictates how much space Odegaard or Emil Smith Rowe gets.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. For example, Xhaka, as soon as Xhaka releases the ball, just like what you said about De Bruyne, Pepe and Saka, boom, they're gone. Because they know Xhaka's going to find them on the wings with that ball.
Yeah.
That's all Xhaka's got. Yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So therefore, it's already broken down because they know what they're going to do.
So then how do you know? Well, if you as the coach, is what I'm saying.
You have to put Xhaka somewhere else. Yeah. You either have Xhaka or Partey. Yeah. Okay. Xhaka or Partey. Then you buy someone else to go with them two that is going to be what we wanted Ceballos to be. So the mobile centre mid that can link middle, left, right, and shoot if they want to.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Now they have...
Okay.
Sorry?
We're saying Awar. Leo Awar. That's what we're saying.
I wasn't saying that.
I know.
I wasn't saying that, but on my FIFA, he's on my FIFA team, and he plays centre mid. He don't play left mid. He plays centre mid. Yeah? In my team. Yeah? You understand? Yeah? You see what I'm saying? So you can see what I'm saying now, because the system now is flowing better.
Right.
Because Partey does the same shit. He receives the ball. He used to do this. Partey receives the ball, but Partey does this, and this.
Yeah.
But still, it's not enough. Pass, or pass. No, we need pass, or shoot, or drive.
Yeah.
We need you to be able to do all of those things from centre mid.
Yeah.
At a decent level. Hit the target at least. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's
right.
I don't want to
just because we're running time. I'm gonna say I agree with what you're saying. I feel like Arteta definitely is very, very pragmatic in it. But I feel like for where we're at now, 2 years where you've been in charge for 2 years, one of them was a half season, I don't give a damn. By the end, you was there. So 2 years, we finished 8th. I don't think we can afford to be cautious next year. I feel like it's either all or nothing. Because what's the worst? The worst that's going to happen is you're going to finish 8th again or 10th.
Exactly. We're 8th because of that. Yeah.
And we're 8th because of that bullshit. Because now, I don't know if you frighten them to death or I don't know what you're saying to them. They're getting into the games and freezing, isn't it? So we can't
exactly
for there to be any more freezers, isn't it?
Bro, I swear, Dan, you see all or nothing. I wish there's one on Arsenal. I want to see the speeches.
There will never be one on Arsenal because if they show the truth, the type of abuse that these men get now, it would be on steroids. It would be on fucking steroids. So they couldn't even afford to do it. But let me even say this, like, I agree with you. I feel like centre midfield is a problem, although I do believe Xhaka and Partey can play together. But the only way they could play together is if they stayed, both of them, in CDM, certified and don't move. Because then...
But now you're fucking up Partey.
No, I know. But I mean as in like, that's just a sacrifice you'd have to do, isn't it? You two don't move. And then if it's going to be Saka, Smith Rowe and Pepe, you man then have to work the whole of the offensive side of the pitch. You don't have to run your fucking hearts out and you man have to be the energy in the team basically.
But that's what happens, and Emil comes off in the 70th minute with his face.
That's calm though, because if we're 3-0 up and you got to come off in the 70th minute, I don't care. I'm telling the truth. I don't care.
No, but do you know what though? Do you know what happens is Emil Smith Rowe turns more into a fucking workhorse than a creator. Bro, and it keeps happening.
Bro. Let's tell the truth. Yeah. If you cannot last 90 minutes busting a gut, then what do you want me to say, bro?
Yeah.
What do you want me to say?
No. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you shouldn't work harder, that he shouldn't be busted a gut.
Yeah.
But it takes away, because what happens is that Emil Smith Rowe becomes like Joe Willock, where he's just fucking running all over the place to fill in gaps.
But that's what I'm saying. But that means
because the holding role.
Gaps.
Yeah.
Because if you could, let's say for example, if you think of the number 10 position, think of it as like a rectangle. So that little rectangle from the outside of the box going to maybe the center circle. That rectangle is where you need to exert energy. That's it.
No, but you know what? I hear you. I hear you. But that only works
if the other man does their job.
That only works when a team isn't playing a low block. If we're playing a low block, if they're playing a low block against us, that Emil Smith Rowe thrives in the small, compact spaces. Yeah. I would prefer Odegaard to play in a position where he has more space, because he's that guy that likes space. Receive the ball, dish off a pass, dish off something nice. Yeah. Emil Smith Rowe gets the ball and he links man into the game. So he'll run up to you with the ball, link you, do triangles.
Bro, let me tell the truth.
Yeah, go on.
Let me tell the truth. I don't care for the intricacies. I don't care if it's Smith Rowe. I don't care if it's Odegaard. I'm not interested in none of that no more. Because at this point, I don't have favorites. I don't care about none of you, man. You, man, have got me to a place where just put the ball in the net. I don't care how it gets there. I don't care if it's Smith Rowe doing tippy tapper on the edge of the box or Odegaard running the half. I don't give a damn. You, man, put the ball in the net. And what I'm saying is, for the team that I can see, for the players that I can see at the moment, if it's going to be Smith Rowe or if it's going to be Odegaard, I need them, if they're going to be a number 10, to play number 10. I don't want you to be in the number 10 position playing like you're Steven Gerrard and running up and down the pitch. I ain't got, what do you mean? That means that other men in the team are either not good enough or aren't fulfilling the roles. Do you know what I'm saying? If Saka can cover that left side and Pepe can cover that right side, then why would the number 10 he doesn't have to think about the left or the right side. Just think about your team.
Yeah.
So
it's true.
It's because other men are.
But then again, I think that's Arteta's. I swear down, Arteta tells Emil Smith Rowe, go to the left and go to the right and go to the left.
That's the problem.
I swear down,
that's the problem.
But I swear to you, if they just said to Smith Rowe, what we tell Odegaard to do, you do it.
You do it.
You're allowed. I guarantee you he'll go, thank you.
Exactly. But what they would rather do is play Odegaard number 10 and then put Smith Rowe out on the left to do workhorse. And that's not...
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When they play him, his strengths are he will do that for the team because he loves the badge.
Right.
But he can add so much more. He's quicker. He can dribble better than Odegaard. Yeah. He's quicker. Odegaard's got a better pass, but sometimes the game don't need a fucking pass. Yeah, sometimes the game it needs a fucking nuisance. Yeah. Emil Smith Rowe is an attacking nuisance, bro. Put him in the middle, make him be a nuisance, and I'm telling you, it will free Pepe and Saka.
Exactly. Because I don't need it to be silky. Even if it's a case of just hustling in those positions, the scraps will come to you. The ball will bounce and it will drop to you. You know what I mean? So, bro, as you said, just take the
with you, bro.
Take the shackle off. Let them go and do it and express themselves. And then if they show that they're still shit, then it's like, all right, well, at least I've given them the opportunity to play the game they want to play.
They're putting shackles on the wrong man. How are you putting shackles on the attackers? Put on the defenders, bro.
Exactly.
Them man need to be bolted up.
Don't fucking overlap. Obviously you have to overlap as the fullbacks, but don't stray too much. Stay compact.
Don't do nothing.
Don't just defend. If the ball's there and it's risky and there's pressure on you, boot it into the stand. Nothing wrong, bro. Nothing wrong.
Trust.
Nothing wrong. But what you'd rather do is tell them, play out from the back and then progress it forward, which is not allowing your fucking forward players to get touches of the ball because your defenders can't get it out of their own box. Yeah.
Now you got a bad man doing that bleep test, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So, bro, all right, let me just ask you this then. Because definitely for me, like, if we're talking about the season as a whole, what are the games that you remember that stand out in your brain for whatever reason, for good or
my God, bro. What are the games that stand out in my head? to be honest with you, it's nothing but negativity right now.
Bro, say what it is, isn't it? Whatever it is.
Villarreal, man.
Villarreal. Enough said.
My brother, when I'm telling you, I built myself up for this game.
Yeah.
I watched the quarterfinal second leg at yours, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Then the semi-final first leg, we didn't watch it together. And then the second leg, we didn't even shout each other. It was that deep. Yeah, it's like, bro. Because we built ourselves like, we need to, Because I convinced myself these men are going to do, the only thing that's going to fuck up is they're not going to be good enough. But they're going to turn up because it's a semi-final.
Yeah.
Just one goal.
Yeah.
Just one goal.
Do you know what I'll add to that? Villarreal stands out as well. What I'll add to that is I feel like I had convinced myself that these players are not that done. These men can't take the piss this much that they don't turn up.
We all did.
This game against Villarreal is going to make sense for this whole season. The reason why they've been flopping in the league and being inconsistent and doing stupidness, this is going to make it make sense because they're going to say, cool, all of our eggs are in this Villarreal basket. And we're going to check out.
Everyone said, surely not.
But long and behold,
they did.
But
now they can never ever surprise us.
Never. Bro.
Never surprise us. Now, no matter how big the game is, the fans are on your neck.
Yeah.
Because they know you have the capability to just be fucking like how can you be a professional footballer and you're at a final and you turn up like that?
Yeah.
My bro, like people were sitting at home like, do you even like football?
You know what I mean? Like, do you man enjoy this or are you here for the what's going on it? Like, do you man actually respect your craft? You respect what you lot do as a team and as a...
It got to the point where it was like their man were just checking in for work.
Yeah.
They were just checking in for work. Just, here, miss. Yeah, I'm in.
Madness.
And then just fucking going there.
Even Partey, Gabriel, the players who had come in fresh, they come in with an energy and you could see, they're up for it and they're putting in performance. And then it seemed like it was like, by the time they understood the culture of the club, oh, wait, we're chilling here. Let's chill. Yeah. And everyone just kind of sunk back. And then next thing you know, Partey and Gabriel are making the same stupidness that the rest of them do.
Exactly.
It's like it's in the culture. It's in them. But let me add, for me, aside from that game, the ones that stick out in my brain, Aston Villa at home, that 3-0 that we lost when they slapped us down, which I really felt could have been 6-0 if we're going to tell.
I deleted that out of my brain, you know.
That one sticks out in my brain. What else sticks out? The 1-0 against Man United sticks out in my brain as well, where Aubameyang scored the penalty.
Man U, first time we beat them in a while,
Man really thought that, all right, this means something, then. We beat Man United at Old Trafford after 10 years or however.
No, but I knew it didn't mean nothing. Not gonna lie to you.
I didn't.
We beat them 1-0 on a penalty.
The way we played though, we deserved it. Partey was on it, Nene was on it that game. It looked like we had picked up a new identity, a new style.
I didn't get some cricket. I remember after that game, I wasn't bought, man. I remember how I felt.
Yeah.
I remember. Because I remember how everyone else was talking. Mentally, I wasn't thinking like that. I was like, it was 1-0 penalty.
Bro, winning at Old Trafford in any which way is a, as far as I was aware, was a good result. Especially given the fact we ain't won there in so long. At that time, we might have been pretty close to them at the table, innit? So I was like, all right, this shows us a little sign. So that one sticks out. What else? To be fair, that's it in the main. The rest of them all just became a blur, bro. The win,
exactly.
Everything.
See, my one with the Man U one is like, I was happy we beat them because we trumped that record. Yeah. But I was like, this ain't no fucking turning point.
Yeah.
Like these men have been shocking. They were shocking when we came up against them, you know.
Yeah, they were. They were dead.
And then we played them, and then we drew, and then we beat them 1-0 with a penalty, and like everyone was like, yeah, it was on their neck, but it was like I just kept looking at the score, bro. And I was like, Aubameyang pen, and I was like, I'm turning a corner. These man was shit. These man were getting slapped up. Everton were going there and putting in. I can't even remember who was going in there putting in work.
Beat them 6-1 or something like 6-0.
Yes, them man were getting put in work. We went there 1-0 penalty. I wasn't convinced, and I was right because after that I wasn't convinced much. To be fair, after that win, it was like, oh, but didn't we just do that to Man U? Remember? But hey, whatever.
I mean, episode 10. Let's round it up in it because obviously we're on the clock and that. But
yeah, man.
I mean, I'm still not really sure, man. I feel like next season it might be a lot more of the same, unless something drastic happens in the summer. But I don't know how because we ain't gonna know. We've got no European football. So I'm just hoping that Arteta is able to just spend a bit longer because it looks like it's going to be Arteta for the foreseeable future. Spend a bit longer on the training ground, man. Fuck you know. We ain't going to have games in midweek, so you can book in more training sessions for these, man. And just, bro, step it up, man. Get them confident,
man.
Get them running, get them...
We need to do a Chelsea, man. We need to do a Chelsea that season when they finished 8th. And then they just bounced back on that season and did a madness that year. Yeah. They had no European football. They were just playing week after week. And you could see the progress each week. Players were playing for their positions because it was all about the Prem. All about the Prem. Yeah. FA Cup, Carling Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now, I agree with you, bro. I want to see a massive identity.
Yeah.
A massive identity. I want to see man cleared. I want to see man shook for their places. Yeah. I want to see every week a man playing like he feels like he's gonna get dropped. You understand what I'm saying? And I just want to see passion. I want to see Emil Smith Rowe type of passion where man are playing because they love the game and they love the team.
That's it, innit?
You understand? Then I can start feeling. If I'm shit, at least I can feel like a shit West Ham fan. Where them man are at least shit, but they're shit and happy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, West Ham finished a couple of places above us, so I ain't ready to call West Ham shit no longer, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like,
I hear you.
Yeah, they're better than us, like literally, or even like Villa, or even like Everton. They're shit, but they're happy.
Yeah,
because they know many times where they played with blood pouring out of their head. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal, they're disappointed.
Just a mess, bro. It's a
handbag team, man. Handbag team, man.
Let's just say this year. Let's hope that better days are upon us real soon, because if not,
I can feel it, man. I can feel it.
Kroenke's head on a stick, innit? Straight.
Yeah. I even forgot the protest as well. It was a shambles that last game of the season, man. Shambles.
And obviously the weather's obviously cleared a lot of men out. So I don't think too many people turn up in that. But
yeah,
well, it is what it is. As long as the sentiment keeps running and it remains in people's brains, when things
100%.
go bad, people are gonna air it out. So I'm not even worried, bro. People will let it be known. So
Kroenke out, man.
Kroenke out, bro. And yeah, man, 3MG.
Oh, fam, misses everything.
3MG, episode 10. Obviously, we're going to be back. Euros is obviously going to be approaching in the summer as well, so don't forget about that. I'm sure we'll touch base.
Oh man, Euro talk.
Euro talk, bro. I'm sure we'll do that. But yeah, man, 3MG, you got any final words?
Kroenke out.
Kroenke out.
3MG, extended clip, episode 10.
And we off. Oh gosh.